Finally from us this evening, Cheryl Cole is one of the biggest names in show business. Her latest single, Call My Name, has just become the fastest-selling single of the year. And this a matter of weeks after she performed for the Queen at the Diamond Jubilee concert. Well, our entertainment correspondent Lucrezia Millerini caught up with Cheryl this afternoon, and she joins us now from Bayswater. So, presumably, Lucrezia, Cheryl is on top of the world.
Yes, she is on top of the world and at the top of the charts. The first single to come from a new album, Call My Name, rocketed right to the top, and it is so far one of the fastest selling singles of the year. So she's still very popular, and if you look behind me now, she is signing copies of the album, which also came out today. Now, I managed to catch up with her earlier, and we spoke a bit about the album, a bit about the Queen and Simon Cowell. Here's what she had to say. To meet your fans. There are a few of them outside.
There are. Yes, they're very dedicated.
Tell me, ladies, first of all, how long have you been here?
24 hours.
24 hours.
24 hours. 5 yesterday.
It rained all night. So 24 hours, basically. 24 hours.
Nearly a day. You are very dedicated, and this is all to meet the lovely Cheryl Cole.
Yeah.
So tell me why you love her so much.
She's just amazing.
She's
Everything. She's perfect.
We love her so
What do you
much.
make of that kind of dedication? Remember you like that when you were a teen? Do you remember doing that?
I didn't have anybody. I loved music that much, but I didn't have one particular person that I followed. And it was different then. You know, we didn't have Twitter or Facebook or any of that to be able to communicate with other fans that might have been there. So they've got like a special connection with each other. It's really, really cute.
Congratulations, with the single straight on at #1. Crazy. Biggest selling single of the year so far.
I know, who would have ever thought? Yeah. Amazing.
How does that feel?
It feels kind of surreal. You know, you look at the figures and you can't quite take it on board.
Yeah. You say look at the figures. Are you someone who's watching, seeing how well it's doing in the charts?
Well, once the official chart came through, nobody was keeping that quiet. I mean, I was literally, the tweets were going thick and fast. I was getting texts from the label and friends, and yeah, it's really sweet.
And you knocked Gary Barlow off the top spot.
I love that song as well.
Has he sent any congrats messages?
He did
to you?
actually. He sent a tweet saying massive congratulations. So
last time we saw you two together was at the Jubilee concert. Yes. Amazing.
Thank you.
What was it like singing for the Queen?
Again, another surreal moment. It's something you can't prepare yourself for, you know, when you go out there, and the overwhelming feeling of patriotism and the royals being there and Gary being there, it's pretty special.
Yeah. You must have been quite nervous.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it was daunting, you know. Just before I was walking onto stage, somebody went, yeah, I think it's been streamed to like 2 billion. I was like, really? Just as I'm about to walk to stage.
Only 2 billion?
Only 2 billion.
That's nothing. And you got to stand very close to the Queen, I noticed, at the end.
Yeah, well, they lined us up, and then they brought on the Queen and Prince Charles, and Prince Charles was leading the speech. So I didn't realise I would be stood that close to the Queen. It was quite surreal, weird.
What did she say to you?
She's just very polite with everyone, you know.
Well, you'd hope
she didn't ask what shade of lipstick I had on or anything like that.
Oh, she didn't? Oh, no.
We were curious as to what she had in her little handbag that she carries, though.
Yeah?
I wonder, I think maybe a tissue. Grannies always have a tissue, a lipstick, a polo mint.
Queen with her own lip gloss. Yeah. I'm sure she does. Is it just Cheryl now? Apparently not. You're still Cheryl Cole. Because everyone's saying it's just Cheryl. But
it's just Cheryl on the artwork for A Million Lights, but only because it looked better like that. You know, I could have put a teeny little Cole there had I wanted to, but I didn't. It's a new era, new music, new picture, new artwork, you know.
But there's no official name change or anything, because that's
no,
what people
on
say.
Twitter I'm still Cheryl Cole. On my passport I'm still Cheryl Cole.
Exactly. And I know you've said, everyone asked me, but we're going to ask you again just one more time. Good old Simon.
Yes.
Well, do you think anyone will ever stop asking until we actually see you both sitting down together and having a chat?
You've been asking for a long time if that's what it's going to take.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We have no plans of I'm completely focused and into my album and the tour coming up, and I have no plans to be sat next to Simon.
Oh, Well, there we go. We might not see Cheryl and Simon anytime soon, but never mind. We are going to see Cheryl performing at the O2. Her tour kicks off in October, and she's going to be at the O2 on the 7th of October, I do believe. She says we've got lots in store, so we look forward to that. Right now, she is signing copies of her album. She might be here for a couple of hours, and what we have heard is that album is on course to do very well, and it looks like she's going to be booting Gary Barlow off the top of the album charts as well. Back to you, Ben.
All right.